Hi everyone, welcome to Coffee Time, number 20, Thanksgiving Day, 2020. There's a lot of 20s in there.
Yes.
Hi, I'm John. This is Echo. It's lovely to have you all with us. Most importantly, thank all of you for your support that you've given us. Not just the last year, but other years as well. Right from the beginning, you've been there for us. And you've made Spooky and MiraMate grow. You've helped us, you've helped hundreds and thousands of other people live better lives. And we'd like to thank you for that. Now, this year has been a bit of a yucky year. There's been hardships. The coronavirus, COVID-19, has been doing the rounds. Pretty much every country in the world has been affected by this virus. And it's divided families. It's made it so we can't visit our families during Thanksgiving time, or it's more difficult, and we're told it's more risky. But in a way, it's brought us together, as hardships often do. We've got our internet, we've got our cameras and microphone, but with the virus, we're worried about our parents, we're worried about our children, and we contact them possibly more often than before, even though you may be further away. And so you may not physically be next to them, but you're certainly with them in spirit and in thoughts. And Thanksgiving Day is a day where we formalize that, where generally we get around a large table and have a good feast and a good laugh and cry at other people's jokes. Here it's a little bit different, but it's still special. So we've got our other ways of contacting our family and our friends and telling them how much we love them, thank them for being a part of our lives. It's, when all is said and done, in 2 years' time, we think back and we laugh about the time when the virus was making our lives miserable. Think of how important family and friends are. Never leave. Always keep that in mind. They're the most important things in your life. We've got a lot of people to thank. We have, as I said, from the very beginning, Spooky has had friends, and our number of friends has grown and grown exponentially as time has gone by. And our Facebook groups, the administrators and moderators, we've got Judy Baduccio, Susie Smith, Joe Strothman, Prana Davey or Brian Yamamoto, and Chaffee Klein. There's Dean Mindock, Kirsten Mason, Mitchell Mullins or Michael Mullins.
Michelle.
Let's take a pic of any of these three. Eric Zivat, Sadeshwar Chopra, Nick Joy, and Simcha Joy. These people put in hours and hours of their time every day to keep Spooky moving and growing and helping other people. They do it without thanks. Well, maybe once a year they get thanks and Thanksgiving Day, but they do it through love, and they're passing their love forwards. But there's more people that have passed love forwards as well. We've got the Spooky 2 Forum. We've got Argeria's Argerapolis. If we can just spend just a little moment here, just thinking positive thoughts toward these people so their lives can be impacted and improved. There's Brian Yamamoto again, and he's everywhere. And goodness knows, I think he's got more. He's one of the few people who's got more than 24 hours in a day. I think he might have 34 days in his day, hours in his days. Got Manuel Malo. We've got Blue Aquarium, Bob Wilcott, Gwen Burley, Hans Winkering, Carl Becker, Susie Winter, and Trevor Nelson, all making the forum thrive and grow. And there's more. People that are behind the scenes, you may never even know that they're there, but they're putting in so much time and effort that everything just goes smoothly. It just happens. You've got Ed Von, Jeff Kazon, Ingrid Dinter, Irene Kamolka, Sebastian Mercier, Mika Spassky. I hope I'm saying
Misha.
Misha Spassky. Marcello Allegretti, gosh, we miss you, Marcello. Ron Havenar, sorry, Ron. Ted Culture. Oops. And Katia Lebinstein.
Who's with us now?
Who's with us now and is going to correct me when they come on. And there's so many more, you know, we could go on all day with all the people that have thanked us and been a major part in our lives.
Some of them even have their own health problems, but they are still online many times, many hours a day.
Yes.
They just to help others.
Isn't that amazing? People that are putting other people first. They're passing their love forward. And I think that's really the main theme of Spooky. Not to be self-important, self-righteous, but to put all your efforts to other people so that they can have better lives. That's really beautiful. Yes. It really is nice.
And all the users, all the friends who are online now, you know, some of them have been with us for probably more than 100 episodes of Sama, like Carmella.
Carmella, gosh.
Yeah, Bev.
Carmella's Bev, right? Yeah, and Carmella Walker. Carmella's a darling. Well, they're all. It's just amazing. You know, when I was starting to do the salmons, I get nervous. And then I see the names up here, and I know that I've got my back covered. I don't have to worry about things. Things will work out, as they seldom do. But there's no need to be nervous. And thank you for your support. Thank you for being there for me, making the salmon just a little bit better. Very much appreciated.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, now we have
a warm reminder.
A warm reminder. We're reading out this presentation that we would have shown to you if we knew how to share screen beforehand. But do you want to explain what we're doing?
Yes, we're having Thanksgiving activities. We invite our friends to share their Spooky 2 stories in written format or video format. When they share their story with us, we will invite all of our users and they will invite their friends to vote for them. And the winners will win some big prizes like Spooky 2 Central or Spooky 2 Scalar.
Wow, that is big.
Yes. And
Can I enter?
Yeah, sure. So there are still several days, and if you are interested in it, you can still write your stories or take a video and send to us, or you can vote for the stories you like. And you can go to spooky2-more.com. At the navigation, there's a Thanksgiving, and you click on that, you will see the details.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you share with a prize. Now, the prizes that we have for today, there's a third prize. We'll go from the smallest to the largest. We have a colloidal silver kit.
Yes.
We have
Scalar Digitizer.
Scalar Digitizer.
And Spooky Remote.
A beautiful Spooky Remote.
That's the third prize.
Wow. Second prize, drum roll.
Ray gun. Our newest released product, MiraMate product, ray gun. And
we've got flash as well.
Yes.
Both of those devices are VUV devices, which is vacuum ultraviolet. The ray gun, our latest device, is really good for skin conditions of all sorts, but it also goes deeper, which is what our flash couldn't do. It's got a TENS pad that provides an earth to your body. So if you've got conditions under your skin, ray gun can address those too. So we're very proud of that. And if we were sharing the screen, I'd show you the picture, but I'm sure you will see this when you go onto our Spooky 2-Mall site. First prize.
Spooky 2, big magic.
Yay! Big magic. That's our pulse TMF device with a mat that you can sleep on. Now I love this because you can have it under your sheathing of your bed and turn it on and forget about it. When you sleep at night time, these healing pulses of energy, which are patterned on the natural earth pulse, the Schumann resonance, can pass through your body. Take away your aches and pains. And if you've got children, it'll take away most of your aches and pains, but not all. Oh, speaking of which, one of the things that I'd like to give thanks to or blessings to, our family has grown by one. So I wanted to just put it out there to the universe that we'd like to give thanks to everything that made it happen.
Yeah.
We've got a new entry in our family.
Okay, shall we start?
That's a great idea.
Yeah. Whoever wants to share the story, type 1.
Okay, we've got a few ones coming through. Fantastic.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do it.
Okay, so
Okay. Chris Kelly.
okay, Chris, are you there? Here
Oh,
we go.
great. Yay.
Hi.
Hi, Chris.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Good to hear. Good to talk to you.
Oh, thank you.
Instead
Thank
of,
you. Yes,
messages.
great to have you with us. I'll turn the volume up a little bit. Have you got a story to share with us?
I have, yes. So my spooky story started with last year, October. I ended up with testicular cancer, and I had one of the testicles removed. I was a little worried about it kind of coming back and creeping up.
Right.
So I was introduced to spooky through a friend who had the Scalar boxes in. He had the Fanatron tube. He's got pretty much everything you could get. So we started off with, we've just got the 2 Scalar boxes, and we've got 3 remotes, and we've got it hooked up to the GX, and I've ran quite a few programs so far, and honestly, I feel about 10 years younger. I'll say one of the best ones is collagen. I've lost most of my wrinkles. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
But my most recent best story that I've had was about 2 weeks ago. I had a spout of shingles.
Right.
When I kind of knew what it was straight away. I done a biofeedback using the Digitizer and the Scalar boxes, and it came up with chickenpox, the zoster virus, and shingles. So I sat and I ran that for 2 hours. Done the reverse lookup and just ran the programs for 2 hours. I ran the zoster, I ran the shingles. I was on a Saturday, so I couldn't really do anything with the doctors. So when I come to the Monday, after running the zoster virus, the shingles programs through through the Scalar and remote, and I had a detox on as well. So I had a detox on the remote, I had the shingles on the remote, and I'd done the biofeedback reverse lookup while sitting in the boxes. And I went to the doctors, and the doctor didn't know what it was, because spooky had kind of centralized the shingles to less than the size of a tennis ball on my back.
Gosh.
It didn't go anywhere else.
Wow.
When I went to the hospital, they took me blood and nothing come back in the blood test. So I had cleared the virus within 24 to 48 hours. I couldn't believe it.
Because you did it so quick, you immediately applied. Yeah. Wow.
Straight away. I think it's just making sure that you get it early and leave it on. So I had the spooky remotes running still on the Monday. I had them running for about 4 or 5 days, really, after I found out what it was.
Right.
When I went to the hospital, they literally didn't know what it was at first, and I had to get a phone call back from another doctor about 3 days later. And I showed him some before and after and during pictures, and he's like, "Yeah, it's shingles. Nothing showed up in your blood test," which was confusing for them. But it shows I'll be honest, there's not one program on there that I've used that hasn't worked. It's fantastic. It's going to keep me going for a very long time.
Good.
The other thing with the shingles, you get a lot of nerve pain all the way down my right hand side, especially near the back buttock on the right, and it was going all the way down my leg, a bit like just a shooting pain all the way down and all the way up. So I ran some of the nerve healing and the nerve stimulate through Spooky on the remote, and I ran that for about 3 days, and I'm fine now. It's gone. I've got no nerve damage or any pain either. I think it's just amazing. We did have it in my conservatory, and we had the boxes set up so we would go in there. But now we've put the boxes in the bedroom, and we just put it on overnight, and it's just fantastic.
Fantastic! Wow, that's
sometimes a little bit tricky for sleeping because it gives you so much energy. You're never tired.
Yeah.
That's my main story is the shingles, but I've got many more. I've got a big one coming up. I've got a really bad varicose veins in my legs, and I'm trying my best to get them off. I bought the twin laser. I've tried them.
Yes.
I've got the PEMF coil. We're trying that as well, but I think it's just mainly getting the time to get in the boxes and get it on the varicose veins and get them shrunk down a bit. They are shrinking, but it's really, really bad though, so it may take some time.
Okay, well, good luck with them. Good luck.
Great.
Well,
thank you.
Great. Well, you've earned yourself your chocolate, so here we go. Yeah. I'll literally for you. I can't go through the Okay, well, we'll spin the lucky wheel.
Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous now.
Do you want to hold it this way so that
okay.
they can see the ball coming?
Okay. Wow. Lucky Chinese red.
Nice red one.
Yeah. You've won yourself a red ball.
Okay. Do you want to read it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to show them?
Wow!
Whoa!
I'm not sure. You've won yourself a piece of paper. Can you read that? No,
I can't.
I'll turn it around for you.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Oh, great!
That's what's going to help me varicose veins, definitely.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yes.
So that's amazing.
So congratulations, Chris.
Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
Well, thank you for sharing the story with us. It's quite
very welcome.
Yeah. You take care and good luck with those varicose veins, and we'll be sending out your prize to you soon.
Yes. Yes, our girls will contact with you.
I'll let you know how it goes, definitely.
Okay.
Great. Okay, thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye for now.
Okay. Raul,
Heru.
So, Raul, we're going to be turning to you now.
There I am.
There you are. Hey, Raul.
I know all that nerdy school time has paid off now. Thanksgiving.
Very beautiful background.
It is a beautiful.
Thank you.
Are you blue screening?
I have blue screen.
You know, we're the only ones who's supposed to blue screen, or we green screen and such. You know.
I'm very sorry about that.
Yeah.
I wish I'd have been there. Do you want me to take it off? It's not.
No, it's great. It's great. Yes, lovely, beautiful.
Tried to make this better for everyone.
So how are you?
I am fine. Thank you for asking. How are you all doing?
Oh, we're terrific. We're sort of all buzzed up, giving away presents. Yeah,
That is very.
It's this opportunity to say thanks to the people that have helped us for such a long time without expecting anything back in return. So you're wanting to earn yourself a chocolate bar?
I hear chocolate is very good for the brain, so I'm not adverse to chocolate.
It's a dark chocolate too. It's 72.
Is that right? So,
yeah,
that's pretty good.
Oh, you won't have to worry. Have you got a story you'd like to share with us?
I do have stories. Wow. What did I have? I ran a spooky biofeedback scan, and I had already gone to the doctor to find out what was wrong with me because as a youth, lots of drinking, lots of smoking, lots of partying.
Yeah.
So I kind of had a feeling that there must be something wrong with me. My genes couldn't be that good.
Right.
So I went to the doctor to get a scan for cancer. They said, there's nothing wrong with you. You have no cancer. You don't have anything. They told me I'm handsome too, which was appropriate. So they told me there's nothing wrong. So I came back to Spooky too. I ran the biofeedback scan. They had said I had lung cancer from smoking, liver cancer from drinking, and testicular cancer, which I realized was from my cell phone being in my pocket. I was like, I don't know how I would have gotten testicular cancer from my social agenda.
Yeah, yeah.
But then I realized my phone was always in my pocket. So I said, that's why.
Gosh.
So those three things I had to deal with. I also had like a prescription for schizophrenia.
Okay.
Because like I routinely like hear voices and see things that aren't there.
Yeah.
So the greatest thing about Spooky 2 is eventually updated and you had isolated this one compound that was in every cancer cell. And by isolating it and destroying it, it would shrink cancer anywhere in the body. So I didn't have to like figure out which of, I don't know, the many lung cancer programs to run on me and then switch to liver cancer, etc. I could just run this one program and take care of cancer everywhere, even places that might not have popped up at the top 10 results of the biofeedback scan. So that was like the greatest thing I think of this year. So thank you for that. Yeah, but I mean, then you also have like acupuncture, like meridian protocols. I'm all into like alternative methods of healing now. So I think that's really cool. I don't know. I also had Lyme, so I run the Lyme program on remote. I've been doing that consistently. I still have floaters on my vision, but I've only been running it not quite a full year yet. So I hear it's supposed to take a while, especially on remote.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just overall, I'm just really, you know, it's like the greatest news, like life-changing news when I found out about Spooky 2. Excuse me. I've told my friends about it. I've told doctors that I know about it. Anyone who will listen, you know, to me talk, which obviously you can see is difficult to do, I will tell about it. So again, you know, I'm just really thankful to you, thankful to the Spooky 2 community, people, you know, not necessarily behind the scenes working to develop the software, but people who use it and post testimonials and you know, things that they can do, that they have done successfully. This is a really nurturing kind of healing environment. I think it's really important to have, especially, you know, before even times like these that we're in now. So that's something I'm thankful for on this day of Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Depending on who you are. Thank you very much.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, should we spin the wheel and now? Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll
You
do
spin
it.
the wheel. Oh, the front is open.
Ooh, transparent.
Does it look transparent?
It does completely look transparent.
Oh, great.
Is
okay. Does that mean that rolls one nothing? Vacuum?
Yeah, that's right.
It could be that. That could be what it is.
No, there's a piece of paper, at least. That's the very. And you've won yourself another spooky remote.
2 remotes.
So
thank you very much.
So they can add to your existing system and help get your, you know, attack the problem from a different angle. So that's.
I do greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
participating and thank you for telling us your story. Okay, you take care.
Thank you.
You take care. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, next one is Robin OHerin.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. So glad to see you.
Love to see you too. I love your background. And the cup.
Thanks. It's a Chinese screen. I just set up a corner of my living room because I do a lot of teaching. I'm a musician and I wanted a place that just wasn't distracting. Yeah.
And that cup, is that a special cup?
I don't know where I got this. I love this cup. It has cistus tea in it right now, actually. So.
Wow. Very nice. Very floral. In fact, you're another person that's making our background look hopelessly boring. Well, it's lovely to have you with us, Robin.
Thank you so much.
How has Spooky made a change in your life?
So many ways, but so I'm a musician, and the middle of March, I was playing at a home for special needs women, and this woman sat across the table from me, like about this far away, and coughed in my face the whole time.
Gosh.
And 3 days later, I came down with what they're calling now long haul COVID. I was in bed for 88 days. But in the middle of that, my doctor and a friend who's a naturopath said, you should look into Spooky 2 Remote. And I knew nothing about Rife machines. And I found you guys on YouTube, and I didn't have the money to buy a machine.
Mhm.
So I was saving up money, and I started listening to your frequencies on YouTube, your free frequencies.
Right.
Yes.
And so this was before I have machines now, but so first I had a cracked tooth and an infected gum, and I listened to the dental frequencies for 2 days, and I haven't had a problem since. I had floaters in my eyes, and they are totally gone. But the COVID frequencies, so I was very, very sick. I mean, when I tried to breathe, it was like that.
Wow.
Every time I couldn't breathe, I would listen to the lung frequencies. And then you had a COVID frequency
Yes.
that you put your headphones on your tummy. And I spent hours every day just listening to those frequencies. And that's when I started getting well.
Wow.
Okay.
And it was a major part of my healing. And then I was able to buy, I bought the Lime package, and then I was able to get a Gen X, and then I got exposed to COVID again, and I instantly recognized the symptoms.
Gosh.
But this time I ran the COVID frequencies on remote through my Spooky 2 stuff.
Mhm.
And in 3 days I was well.
Oh, good.
Nothing else, just the Spooky 2.
Oh,
And it's
fantastic.
happened to me twice. I have
Lucky.
such a compromised immune system, but your
Oh.
frequencies are so amazing. And so as soon as I'm still running the COVID frequencies. I mean, but now I have no fever, no cough, no wheeze. My stomach has settled down. I mean, I had every symptom. I had blood clots.
Oh.
I lost 30 pounds, which is fine with me. But so as soon as I stop running the COVID frequencies, I'm going to start building up my immune system.
Yes.
And there's other frequencies I want to run. I have some weird blood cancer that can last for years and years that they're not even worried about, but I just want to get rid of it as soon as I get a little healthier. But I think I am alive because of Spooky 2, and I'm so grateful. I can't tell you. They're running constantly. They're running constantly in my house, and I'm dealing with some other stuff that's running on remote, and it's awesome. I'm so grateful. I mean, there's a learning curve, and I'm a Macintosh person, so I'm not great on a PC.
Yeah.
But the forum is helpful, and I'm slowly getting the hang of things.
Fantastic.
I know how to run the COVID frequency, and that's the main thing right now.
Yes. Every week I update the COVID frequencies, and it's a job I've got to do for today. Start transferring all the data down, because I'm trying to get the COVID frequencies for every single state in America. So people know.
The one that helped me the most was the Wuhan one.
Yes.
Which I'm in Western Massachusetts, so I don't know what I got exposed to, but I ran every COVID.
Yes.
I ran the frequencies. I mean, when I had the headphones, the one that worked the best was just lungs and Wuhan combined.
Yes.
So when I got it with the machine, I ran the Wuhan frequency, and it was just like, bam, I'm better.
Gosh.
Amazing.
Fantastic.
Amazing. I mean, I couldn't breathe, and I would be breathing steam and doing all this stuff. And I'd just listen to the lung frequency for 20 minutes, and it would be like, It was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah. Oh, that's terrific.
Thank you so much for this
Thank
amazing
you for
story.
sharing.
Yeah.
Well, sure, you spin the wheel.
Yes. I'll do it. Oh, a purple one.
Blue. I love blue.
Oh,
Okay, let's see what young Robin is at one. Oh,
woo!
you've won our brand new ray gun.
Wow. Wow. Oh my God.
Congratulations.
Woo.
Well done. Well done.
I'm so excited. Oh, thank you. That is awesome.
So we'll be
Oh my gosh.
sending that to
Wow.
you very, very soon. So
Thank
congratulations.
you. Thank you.
And we'd like to extend our thanks to you for for flying the spooky flag and helping us out with giving us the feedback so other people know how they can also address the coronavirus if they get it. I think the thing is to get them as soon as you can.
Yeah.
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 Okay, next one to prepare is
Well, I'm so
Luminita.
grateful. I'm grateful. I just wanted to share how grateful I am, but this is like a bonus. Oh my gosh. I'm so wow.
Okay. Well, you take care of them. Love
Yeah, you too. Thank you so much. I love
Thank
you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, and you're saying the next
Luminita. Roman.
Luminita. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello,
hello.
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 Hello. Welcome to coffee time.
Yeah, he's my son.
Me, I am the translator.
He is my translator.
She's my mother, and me, I am the translator.
Fantastic. Hello, Mr. Translator Man.
And so I'm going to tell my mother's story.
Yes.
And I'm going to read something.
Okay.
And,
Wonderful.
and we can have an interaction.
Okay.
Although I'm going to read.
Okay. Okay.
So my story is going to be about a major health problem regarding diabetic coma with hyperglycemia, which lasts for 2 months, and with loss of 10 kilos.
Gosh.
The general condition was very bad: dizziness, vomiting, inability to speak, very strong pain, and the diagnosis was diabetic neuropathy. I never abused food. I did not smoke. I did not drink alcohol, or even too much coffee. Very few. Suddenly, my life collapsed. I could not sleep even though I was drowsy due to unbearable pain. On any side I sat, I felt I was losing consciousness of pain. We made several tests and all came out negative. I realized after a CT scan, then everything happened. Food poisoning. By food poisoning, I'm referring not to food poisoning in the meaning of old food that is not good for eating and it causing you a lot of negative effects because of the bacteria and the microorganisms and fungus. It's about poison inside food. So heavy metals and anything of any other chemicals that can be inside the food.
Okay.
So I guess from a juice drunk with friends. Since then I have had the weakness around the body with memory loss, vomiting and unbearable pain, especially legs and spine. I could not bear the slight touch. I kept a very strict diet, but without any improvement. I had to do something to detoxify my body. So at this moment, the spooky came into my life. It was the silver one, the first. We were very impressed about the biofeedback because of for qualification of the profession biologist, the biomedical biologist. So it was, let's say, much easier to do a more appropriate interpretation to the biofeedback, and to take from biofeedback probably what is the best, and to recognize what is similarity and what is very near to what is called to be the reality of the body and its complexity. Because we know that many organisms, many microorganisms have similar shape, similar genomes, so we get similar shadows from them. And biofeedback is doing a lot of things about that. So even using spooky biofeedback, we found the poisoning, and it was related to arsenic. And probably arsenic, you have two options to get arsenic: by food, by local water. But our drinks and food were not local, were not from the local, referring to the geographical space. Because we know that there are specific enriched arsenic regions that can put you at a risk by getting too much arsenic from food and from water. So the food was from the market, and the market was bringing food from all around the world. Even the drinks were from different places. The detoxify program for Spooky, I can say that is one of the best. It's one of the best. He's doing its job, and what I want to appreciate more in the next words is about the programs related to bacteria and to viruses. Even nowadays, when we are confronting with this amazing virus, your programs about the virus, which have entitled the name of this virus or of this disease, COVID, is doing much more than just killing the virus. It's killing also other entities. Yeah. So that's is what I can say. And,
Okay.
And thank you again for what you are doing.
Okay. So
Any questions?
yeah. So you used generator X to perform the biofeedbacks. How did you apply the healing frequency?
Yeah. Yeah, and also I used the silver one. So the first one was the silver one. The second one was the blue one.
Okay. With the
And and I used the small table to purify the water. I didn't purify just water. I purify extract from plants. So the extract from plants had much more power, and the extract was made by myself. It wasn't one from the market. So it was at its highest standards. And that table that was doing the vortex, due to the blue spooky, did fortified liquid from that extract, from that plant extract.
It's a very poor connection that we have. It is a little bit hard to understand the words that you are saying. But if I'm not incorrect, you used both generator X as well as the blue generator and a pulse unit for biofeedback.
Yeah.
Okay. And how did you apply the frequencies?
How did I play the frequencies?
Yes. Did you use a contact mode?
No. The first thing was the biofeedback, and because I'm biologist, I know to choose what is more close to the reality, and many things from biofeedback are identical to reality. So by doing that, I could come back to the programs and choose the specific program.
Okay.
With detoxify and so on.
We can check with them later on.
Okay, we can. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, shall we spin the lucky wheel and see what prize? What prize?
The pink one.
All right. We've your the blue ball, and there's a piece of paper inside.
A ball from the sky.
And you've got yourself a Spooky 2 Colloidal Silver Kit.
Yay!
That's
Thank you.
especially with you as a
Thank you very much.
zoologist, you find that very, very useful. So congratulations.
Congratulations.
You're very happy.
Thank you. That's a great prize. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, you take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Next one, Tony.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, so we've got Tony and
Rachel Roman to prepare.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
So let's get everything ready, and then there'll be Carmella.
Carmella.
Okay, so Tony, hello.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Great.
How are you?
Good to see you guys.
Yeah, it's good to see you too. I see you've got the same barber as me.
Yeah, mine's a little bit behind now. 3 days.
Yeah, it's due for another cut.
You sound like George Harrison. I just got my haircut today when they landed in the US.
Now, have you got any story to share with us, Tony?
Yes, I have a story. I do a lot of work outside sales, so I'm seeing customers all day long. So what happens is that it gives me the opportunity to wear the coils all day long. So what I started doing, I had a little bit of Achilles on my left foot. So I put it in between my socks and my left foot, right in the Achilles.
Yes.
And I let it run for about 8 hours all day long. But not only do I feel the healing effect on my left Achilles, it just gives you that whole effect of being calm and relaxed. And it makes you feel like when somebody, you meet resistance from a customer saying this and that, I'm just calm. Okay, no problem. I don't react. But the main part is that also the healing of my left leg, I feel it on my left ankle and my Achilles, and it's gone away. Now when I'm walking, I do about 5 miles a day of walking. So I feel it, but now I'm noticing the difference that I'm stepping a lot better, and I'm not too concerned about my Achilles maybe going out. It's always a concern anytime that injury lasts for a long time. So I'm keeping an eye on it. But thanks to the coils and from MiraMate, the mini coils have helped me just letting it run the whole day, and it's concealed. Customers don't see it. Nobody sees it. But even now I show my customers, I look, I have this, it's a 9-volt battery, and I have maybe 2 of my customers already bought one.
You are a salesman, aren't you?
Well, it's kind of hard to tell people about this when you're in sales, because they look at you, are you trying to sell me something? No, I'm not. I'm trying to share something.
Well, you've got us wanting to buy one now. It's your use is the same as me. When I Achilles, I take it just behind the socks, and the socks just hold it nice and neat. Either side of the heel, it's like the heel is made for those coils.
Correct. It is. It's made right there. So sometimes I'm going to start doing the quad. But my idea after listening to other beautiful stories from the other people, that how good. It's sky's the limit, because we've only scratching the surface and what we can do with this. So my thought is put one on each leg, a pair in each leg and each pocket, and it'll be a lot better healing effect too. So sometimes you want to balance out your legs. If you're doing only one leg, I go, way better put in the right one too. So when doing yoga, you always want to do both sides of your body.
Yes.
Thank you guys for all the beautiful work that you guys put in your time and effort, because everything is just clicking on. People are catching on that this really helps. In fact, I don't know if I shared this with you before, but I was in Mexico a while ago back, and there was this elder doctor that his hands were like this, and he was 65. My brother took me there because it was about over 2 years ago, a little bit of a flu. And he says, well, let's go nip it and see this doctor. And it was like $10, $15 for a consultation. But I noticed his hands were like this. And I said, look, I have this little machine in the car. You want to try it? So I put the coils on each hand, and he just sat there for about 10 minutes. All of a sudden, his hands was just getting steady and steadier. The first thing he says, where do I get this? So that was confirmation that this coils really work. So imagine using the quads too, but to me, it was an eye opener.
Yeah. Well, I've never heard of someone going to a doctor and treating the doctor.
You're right. I should have charged them.
You didn't? Yeah, it's a very interesting story. Now, the MiraMate's great because it's just so portable, as you say. There's a single 9-volt battery. Lasts a day, you just turn it on and do your normal daily activities. It's, for the Achilles, for other joints as well.
You know what's interesting? The name MiraMate, when I read it, says, ¿Cómo se llama? What's the name? I said, MiraMate. In Spanish means, look, I kill.
What?
What does it mean?
The translation for MiraMate in Spanish is MiraMate, which means, look, I kill.
Oh,
no!
Oh, this... Really?
It's an exclamation. MiraMate means, look, I kill.
Oh gosh, I wondered.
Kill the health problems.
Yeah, kill the health problems.
It kills the health problems. So you guys, I didn't know you guys knew that, but it's interesting the translation in Spanish how MiraMate, and people in Mexico will see it, MiraMate. So,
It's funny. It's
Yeah,
funny.
very interesting.
Okay, well,
Okay,
we'll spin the wheel and see what Tony has done. Oh, another one's open.
Oh, it's okay.
It's okay.
The paper
Yep.
got out.
Yeah, it wanted to be one.
Okay, there's the other half.
The other half. We've got a Scalar Digitizer as a prize for you.
all right.
If you don't have a Scalar Digitizer, you can exchange it to like a Scalar.
Yeah.
You can, or if you don't have a Scalar, you can exchange it to like remote.
No, I have one. Yeah.
Oh,
fantastic.
Good. But do you have a Scalar
Yeah.
Digitizer?
I have the Scalar, and I bought the Scalar Digitizer.
Oh, great. So we'll exchange that to...
Okay, you can exchange it to remote or similar things. But our support will contact with you, and you can exchange it to others.
Okay, no problem. I appreciate it. Everything's appreciated. Thank you.
Thank
Great.
you.
Okay, thanks for sharing your story, Tony, and thank you for telling us the real meaning of MiraMate. Appreciate it. You take care.
All right, thank you, guys. Have a good Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Tony.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay,
Okay.
next one is Horatiu Roman.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Hello again.
Okay.
And so my story is starting with a search on Google. I was looking for mycoplasma frequencies, and after several clicks, I discovered a very good site, which was a good database of frequencies, and there was a small publicity about spooky. It was a little bit mysterious, the name. So after a while, I decided to give a search for spooky, and I entered the site. And I read something about the silver one. So about the GX, which is here, you can see it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And after that, I went to YouTube, and to YouTube, I started to listen to some video on the sound frequencies, and I was well impressed. about your channel, and your channel was more serious than other channels that were doing something regarding the frequencies. So after 1 month or 1 month and a half, I decided to order a silver spooky, and the silver spooky came. I didn't know that was doing a scan. It was something that it was behind my imagination. I was expecting to have a big data of strong database of frequencies, but together with biofeedback, it was it was really too much. so, so so I made a click on the biofeedback, but much more from curiosity, not by believing that it is indeed a scan. So after I don't know, after a few hours, I learned how to do the minimal steps for a biofeedback to start. And the first scans were really a strong impression for me and for my mother and for a third member, a very good friend of family.
Right.
So each of us were able to recognize several issues regarding their health. It was very interesting with the third member, which is an electronist. So he's well documented in this field of electromagnetic and so on. And he recognized that he has a very rare disease of eyes, and this was the only machine who could tell the right disease of his eyes. Nobody knew that. He was the only one, and Spooky said was the second one who told him the right answer. After that, because I was interested on mycoplasma. Okay, I use mycoplasma. I was frequencies for mycoplasma, and after a while, and choosing randomly frequencies from the programs. After a while, I decided to come back to the bioscan and to do biofeedback and to choose much more programs from there. Yes. And to put them separately, independently. So I discovered that it's not just mycoplasma. There are many other, several other organisms that can live together with mycoplasma and doing the several issues. I discovered due to Spooky and to biofeedback that I have some ear infections. Due to Spooky, I could kill these problems. And after a while, problems with my ears came back, but not as infection, but something similar to that. And I was questioning myself why. So I discovered due to Spooky that my door room wasn't a good one, and during my sleep, cold air was coming and was causing me harm, a lot of problems to my ears and to my head. So due to Spooky, I discovered that I have problems in my house, in my room. After I finished to get some answer regarding my health issues. So Spooky is doing a lot of things regarding the health and even the ambiental place where you live or where you are doing your work.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing the story with us and before as well.
Okay.
We'll do the wheel and see what. I've got to push it down again. Hey. We've got another spooky remote coming your way.
Oh, good one. Yeah, I really need one. I really need a second one.
So congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you for giving us that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
And bye bye. So now we've got
Carmella
Walker.
There you are.
Oh!
Wow.
Wow. You've got a stranger next to you. Spitfire, he says.
This is my husband and my technician.
I'm so honoured to see you in the flesh.
Oh, look, it's wonderful to meet you both, and thank you so much. You know, it's been an incredible journey. Not a particularly. I only see the journey in increments. I don't see it. It's been 5 years, but it seems like only a few months because I don't dwell on where it's come from and so forth. But
Okay.
Frank was always into frequencies in the 70s, and we understood frequencies.
Yes.
And we loved them. And then when you presented, Frank built me a Hilda Clark. And I used to talk to Hilda Clark quite often in Tijuana when she was there.
Yes.
And we talk about frequencies in healing and so forth. So it was an amazing thing. And then when you presented Spooky 2, we went, yes, we understand. You know how you just click and you go, okay, we've got it.
Life's like that, and things have got a habit of coming together at the right time. Some people think it's coincidence or luck, but you and I both know better, don't we?
There is no such thing as coincidence. The paths are meant to cross.
Yes, absolutely.
Interesting space. But I have my little MiraMate on.
Great. Your portable companion.
Where do you want me to start? Because the list is long.
Well, for the other viewers, just to let you know, Carmella sent us a note that brought Echo and me to tears. We were very touched. The hardships, all these obstacles that have come between you and happiness, you and health in recent years has just been incredible. Start at any point you want to start, Carmella.
Okay, well, I started out with breast cancer and in both breasts, and a fungating breast in the left breast. No doctor would touch me or cut it off because they knew that I would die, and they didn't want that on their record. I had chemo for that, which wasn't too bad. The machines, we constantly ran detox, and we constantly ran. I've got, how many machines do I have in there running?
You've got 3 generators and 1 Gen X.
I've got 3 generators and 1 Gen X, and they run 24/7. I never turn them off.
Right, and we've got Scalar in the lounge room.
Scalar in the lounge room.
Which the cat's under at the moment.
Oh, our cat, we think the cat's been bitten by a snake.
Oh, no.
And the cat's under the scalar. And I put some herbs on the scalar, on the receiver, on the transmitter, and he's receiving herbs. And it's been 3 days and he's not dead yet, so that's good.
Oh.
Yeah,
So we,
okay.
yeah, he's a beautiful thing. He's a stray cat, and we fell in love with him. And we think he's been bitten by either a black. We have brown snakes here, but I don't think it was a brown. But because we couldn't identify it, no vet would help.
Yeah.
They just go, let the cat run its course, you see. So
right.
we can't do that. So he's under the scalar and he hasn't moved. He's been there all day.
Okay. He knows where it's safe.
Yeah, they do. They really do know. So I had radiotherapy for the fungating breast, which gave me a furry lung and lung cancer. So with that, they called it terminal. And in February of this year, they decided to put me into palliative care. I had no puffiness in the skin, nothing. The face was all gaunt, and
Gosh.
I was all like a wet prune.
Oh, no.
And so I managed to clear the lungs up, and I used Spooky and I used the Scalar, and I put onions because onions have got sulfur in them and they're great for the respiratory system. And they used to use them during the war, the First World War and the Second World War, and they used them in different countries like Siberia and so forth. So, and I'm drinking onion tea. And you put that onto the Scalar and you can run it. You put it into your Spooky. I survived that, but the chemo gave me tumours. They decided, where was I? So they gave me chemo, more chemo after that radiotherapy. After February, I was sort of saying, look, you know, I've made a decision. I don't really want to die. And she's going, well, you know, like, it's too late. You can't do that. So that was February, and I went, oh yeah, I can. So I came home. We're playing with the machine and doing absolutely everything.
Yeah.
And then they gave me a scan and discovered that the lungs had cleared up, but they didn't know how. So they were very, very surprised. So they gave me more chemo, and that was chemo for every fortnight with 1 week off.
Right.
And that chemo gave me tumours of the eyelids, under the eyelids, the bottom eyelids. So I finished up with tumours everywhere, which gave me 7 tumours of the brain, one of which I had to have come out because it was on the base of the spine. And that's why I'm a little bit rickety, because of having the brain opened. And now all I've got are bone tumours and cancer of the bone, but that's going too. But this is the interesting thing that I want people to understand, is that we haven't turned off the frequencies. We continually run them. I don't have any pain. Now, the only pain I've ever had is when they gave me dexamethasone, which is a dreadful, dreadful drug. And it's only been ever trialled on 3 horses. So, you know, I'm not a horse.
Yeah.
But I honestly believe that there's something in my simple understanding and simpleness. I believe that the frequencies are holding back the pain, or they're negotiating it. As something pops along, and as I have a treatment, a chemical treatment, they're negotiating. They're working constantly, because I don't have pain. And I do experience pain, especially on the dexamethasone.
Yes.
But apart from the journey, it's all been pain-free. And they can't understand that. And even having the tumour out, you know, a 9-hour operation, 18 hours in ICU, and there I am having this done. And the only pain I had is where they tied me to the rack for the operation, because the machines were still running at home.
You had all your remotes running as backup. While you went to hospital, while you had the operation, the remotes were busy doing their job.
That's right.
Gosh.
But here's the interesting thing, is I said to the surgeon, I said, I can see the brain, the matrix of the brain working, and I could see these patterns down here in the bottom of this right eye. And she said, well, that's where they were operating, on the vortex there of the brain.
Yeah.
And I could see all these patterns emerging. Now, she wasn't particularly interested, but the other young guy, he was interested. The other young surgeon, he was very interested, because he said he'd had somebody once before say that they could see these weird patterns as well. And it was like I was watching the brain re-heal. And I do believe that was my generators helping.
Wow.
Isn't that lovely? Thank you for whoever is writing on that. It's beautiful.
Very cool.
I'm hoping it'll help other people too. Because I had both. I had herbs. I've always been a herbalist. I've always followed herbs. So we have herbs and we have the machines. But you can put the herbs into the scalar like we're doing with the cat now. And we've done with ourselves. My medicine goes onto the scalar, everything. And this is where I am. And look at me, I definitely don't need palliative care.
No.
But as far as they're concerned, I'm cancer-free.
It's yeah, it's absolutely, I was trying to think of a word, but that means better than stunning. But there isn't, is there? And we've still got a beautiful Carmella Walker in front of us now, still above ground and still smiling.
I know. And it's so funny because I have my grave already purchased and I have a lovely headstone put up there. So I've got a lovely grave, a lovely headstone. I've got it all worked out. It's all done. And now I don't require it for a while. Plus I've got I had a whole heap of tumours running from the breast to the head that showed up. And there are too many to count. But now they're not tumours. Apparently they've turned out they've changed from being tumours to being little scarry lumps. So now I need to get into the machines and get rid of the scar tissue. I'm putting the flash on that. I'll tell you what, guys, that flash is amazing. You really haven't used its potential yet. It is awesome. These tumours on my neck were soft, and they told me there is nothing they can do about it, and they would definitely take me out if the lungs didn't take me out first. I put the flash on twice a day, and they're little hard scarry lumps now, and they x-rayed them, and there is no tumour in there whatsoever.
Wow.
They're all just little hard lumps, and some of them are quite large, but some of them are now getting smaller. So, you know, and I've been using the flash gun on the fungating breast. It's gone from a dinner plate down to about that much.
Gosh, that's a huge reduction. Huge.
This is a vital thing for women and people who have this fungating on their body, because no surgeon will touch you. Nobody wants to fix it. Nobody wants to look at it. Nobody wants to know about it. And you go to a hospital, and I mean, I had to go to our local hospital, and I was so ill, and I had an infection, and they sent me home. And then I had to go back again because I had the temperatures in the 40s, and they apologized for not looking after me, but they didn't know what to do. They had no idea what to do. And they just send people home to die in this agony, in a state that's agonizing for these people. But if people could have, if they just know that this flash is around, and you just go, 5 for 10, I do 5 for 20, I do 5 for 30, I do 5 for, 25, and I just go around and flash. It's awesome. It works really, really well.
Have you got our ray gun?
No, I don't.
We have a similar one.
We have a wand.
Oh yeah. No, this is.
Yeah, we have one, but we don't have the ray gun.
Well, do we have this in the prize? Is it?
I'm not sure. I
Not
think
sure.
it has been taken. Probably some.
No. Well, let's try this. Everybody's watching this coffee time now. Pray for Carmella Walker. Pray that she wins a ray gun, because that is what will really, really make her day. Will make her life. Think ray gun, everybody. We'll give it a spin and we'll see what Carmella has won.
I'm nervous. Okay.
Okay. Are you nervous? What?
You're gorgeous pair of you.
You've got yourself a big magic.
Oh, thank you. Look, I love it. I love it. Now we've got one each.
Oh, great.
Oh, then
Have you got two at the moment or one?
No,
No, we've only got one.
Oh, great.
oh, good.
Great. Well, congratulations.
Great.
Thank you very, very much. Yeah, I can't tell you how wonderful the machinery is, and it's great for people to be able to use herbs, use conventional medicine. But without the machines using the conventional medicine, I would have definitely been. I would have been put into Camden Hospital in February, and I would be gone.
Right.
That's what they had in mind. That's where I was going, and I knew I was not doing so well.
And so you decided you hadn't finished bothering them. You'll continue living life. I mean, life is good. And
I'm hoping that they keep talking. They're still devastated about the lungs. They don't understand the lungs. So they've lost, as they said, there's been a lot of people die from those sort of lungs that have happened. So they're used to losing people. I'm hoping that I have actually imparted some knowledge on them not to lose hope with people.
I hope so.
And that, they see somebody else like me pop into the thing and they go, oh, well, I couldn't walk 3 steps. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't, I was grasping the breath. I just had no breath. I couldn't get in and out of the car.
Wow.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
And now I have nothing, none of that furriness in that. And when you look at when the pictures came up of the lungs, it was like white cotton wool inside. Everything was just all cotton wool.
Yeah.
They were just completely covered.
Wow. Well,
And you see, I believe that this machinery is brilliant for people who have to have a heart-lung transplant before they have it.
right, run it beforehand.
Yes, because it's going to prepare the body. And I think that's what the machinery has also been helping me to get over the steps, is preparing the body for that, getting those frequencies going.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
I thank you so much, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody, but to you too as well, and your little charming child.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carmella. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Yeah, thanks a lot for sharing that story. It really is amazing to. I mean, it's so brilliant. We never knew just how terrible your health condition was. You always kept it to yourself, as one does.
I find it's easier that if I find if I sit down and I chat about it while I'm in the midst of something that's really huge, then it becomes bigger and my survival becomes less. I'm a firm believer that there's always somebody out there that's worse.
Yes.
Poor bugger. And there's always somebody out there that is having a really, really hard time. And I have husband, and I have the children, and I have the backup of the machines. So I'm a very, very fortunate woman. I'm very grateful to be living in an age where we're able to hand over and share all of this amazing knowledge. And by sharing it and handing it to other people, we're helping them to grow, to learn, and to heal. It's going to become a stage where health and medicine is all about, it's going to be very monetary, and people won't be able to afford to help themselves. This way, people can monitor their own health and just run it and run it and run it. And it's just going to stay on top of it. We have to come to this happy medium. And I think the machinery is the way to do it.
I just hope that there is a day when people do decide to become empowered themselves rather than just empowering trained medical professionals. If people start looking after their own health, their lives will become so much better.
Yes.
I do agree. Sorry, what were you going to say?
I was going to give you a plug. Since we've had the machine, we've been running it 24/7 for 5 years now, and we've not had a problem with any of it. The reliability is really tops, and it's something you should be putting in your advertising.
You should be very proud of that, extremely proud, because I can tell you what, you won't get that from other machinery. Okay? It's absolutely amazing. And it's a funny thing, people love coming here, but they don't want to leave. And I often wonder if it's the frequencies. And we have people coming who've got backaches and things like that. And, you know, we lay them down and out. We have a medicine room where we just use for the machinery. And
Right.
It's wonderful. Sorry, am I taking up time?
No, the click was me being fidgety. So I put it away where I wouldn't fidget with it. Well, thank you so much for sharing that story and your thoughts. And it's so nice to see you and your husband. Just see you there. It's quite a thrill.
Thank you so much. You've been wonderful. We feel as though you're very good friends. We feel as though we know you, you know.
We have known each other for a long time, haven't we?
We have.
You take care, both of you.
My hair's growing back. Good.
Yeah, mine's not. But it's good to know that one of ours is. And good luck to your cat as well. I hope that your cat does pull through.
Yes, he's past the serious stage, so now he's just got to recuperate. So that's a good thing.
Good.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Take care.
And thank you for the prize.
Bye, John. Bye.
Bye, John.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Well, gosh, you know, I've known Carmella for 4 years, or a long time. She's always there. Now I've seen her for the first time. So it is a really big thrill for
There's a lot of good stories that
yeah.
our friends shared.
A lot of good stories. You know, we're in, every time we hear a story where we help somebody, it gives us a thrill. It makes our day. You know, you think for the rest of the day, wow, you're making an impact on people's lives. And that's what it's all about. It's why Spooky came into existence, is to help other people. And there is no need to suffer. There is a way. And there is a way to take control back of your own health. And, well, Spooky is one such way. Well.
Before we end, can I give a special gift to our attendees?
Sure.
Like, whoever wants to get a special coupon, you can type your email address there.
In our chat.
Yes. Yes.
So for our people that
I want to give a $30 coupon off each 100.
Okay, and the emails are coming in. Fantastic. This is for our online participants. Our participants that have pre-registered to be online. So just give your email and we'll save it.
Yeah, we'll give the email address to our girls and they will contact with you and send the coupon to you.
Right, so it's everyone except for Nancy Davies. No, just kidding. Nancy, you're in as well. Yeah, okay, so that's that's right, Nancy. It's a tough life. Okay, well, I'll leave it on a little more as the emails come in.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Sorry, Nancy. Yeah, no, I just thought I'd pick on you. But no, everyone's in. Everyone's okay. And thank you very much for participating in this coffee time. It's been a while since we last did a coffee time, but it's always a thrill to be online, and especially for today's one, which is for Thanksgiving, where we've got a real good excuse to say thank you, everybody, for making the world a better place. And thank you for passing the love forward. Okay, well, we'll stop it here. Have a fantastic day, fantastic evening. I don't know where your time zone is. It's early morning here. So I guess in lots of places of the world it'll be afternoon or early evening. But take care, look after yourselves, keep on passing love forward, and we'll see you next time we see you. How was that? See you next time we see you. Okay, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.